What's up, boys? Today we're going to be checking out the Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era demo. Let's go ahead and try out some single heroes so we can focus on one hero, really build them up and see all of the synergies available to them. So there's 4 factions currently in the demo. Temple is pretty well rounded. Good mix of melee and range, some decent support abilities. Their unit special abilities are mostly based around buffing each other's stats. Necropolis is, I think, the least well-rounded one. They're almost all melee with one ranged unit, although you can also eventually convert these skeletons into a second ranged unit, but they're also fairly squishy. They do have some pretty powerful special abilities with like life steal and reviving their units and all, so they can be pretty good if you can get some good focus point generation and also in long sustained fights. Schism is pretty like Eldritch horror-y. They can summon some stuff, and they also have some pretty unique active abilities as well, being able to move units around on the map instantly, or being able to like block the enemy hero's spellbook is pretty interesting. Dungeon is, I think, the most unique by default. Every unit they have available can swap into like an alternate attack mode that will change how they attack. Their starting unit can do like a spitting attack, their assassin can teleport back afterwards so that they're less vulnerable. A lot of it focuses on doing a lot of AoE damage. The Medusa can do like a rain of arrows, and the dragons are crazy powerful. They can just fly across the map and do like a 5-target breath attack, which is really insane. But I'd like to try a nuker build today. Go all in on the hero like damage-based casting, and I think Schism will be pretty cool for that with their casting synergy. And also their rider unit right here will apply a debuff that makes enemies take more magic damage. So there's 2 different rows of heroes here. The top 2 will be like warrior heroes focused on offense and defense. And then the bottom 2 will be caster heroes focused on spell power and knowledge. So we're going to take one of these, and these guys are also more likely to find the magic skill trees. These guys are more likely to find like the martial skill trees like recruitment and offense and stuff. But we're going to go over here to the Ice Queen because her creatures will take a lot less damage, be a lot tankier, so we'll have more time to cast spells throughout the battle. She also starts off with a pretty nice martial-based tree there, the basic defense, which will help expand on that even further, and a little bit of a nuke spill there, Ice Bolts. And then, as far as I can tell, the difficulty in the game doesn't really change the mechanics or anything. It makes you start with less resources, and the neutral stacks nearby will be stronger. So it really just slows down the early game, I feel like. And actually on apocalyptic difficulty, the AI will sort of rush across the map and fight you very early on, which results in a very fast match, actually. So I kind of don't really like that one. We'll probably just go unfair here for the first one, so that we can actually build up an army and have like a cool ending fight towards the end, I think. So let's grab our basic units, and then we want to split them out into stacks of 1 so that they can take up hits and counterattacks and all. And then we have our wood here and our ore here. Let's go ahead and grab those. Oops, kind of had to walk around for that. Abyssal Communion is available to all of the Schism heroes, and it gives you a sort of passive multiplier to your units based on how many battles you've won during the day, and then it gets lower at the end of each day. But for a nuker-based build here, we're definitely going to want Thaumaturgy for the ability to cast 2 spells per round. At 300% mana, it's not going to do a ton early on, but we'll definitely want that at some points. You can hold Alt to see all of the stuff you can collect nearby. And for these, we probably will want a little bit of gold early on, since we are down a bit on that. Let's go ahead and get the gold and law points going. Those ones are pretty important. Law points are your sort of tech tree. This is different for each different race, and there's some pretty unique stuff you can get in here sometimes. Schism heroes restore a lot of extra mana. They can also start with max communion, super deep into the tree. They're pretty good at draining enemy stuff like focus, and I think a mana one up here, yeah. And then the spellcaster synergy we can get, we can transfer a portion of the hero's attack, defense, spell power, and knowledge into our creature stats. But we'll have to get that for each tier, like 1, 2, 3, and it'll take quite a while to get some of the high tier stuff. And then along one of these paths, there should actually be a free city that doesn't require fights. We can get a valuable resource there each week. We could use some crystals there. Okay, so this is the next biome. That's definitely not the right way. We need to find another path to wherever the city is. And then we'll keep upgrading the golden law points whenever we can. For the first ones, we'll probably go hero XP. I like that a lot. And then probably some economy after that, so we can just get a ton of levels on them throughout the run. We won't really be able to fight anything in those encounters yet. Probably need a week or two of creature growth first. We have the gem mounds, guarded by a difficult battle. Probably lose a lot of stuff since we can't really influence the fight currently. We don't have a ton of spells yet. Just the starting ice bolts. We need to fight that guy to get over there, so we'll have to wait on that as well. This has to be where the next city is, right? Looks like it. Somewhere down here. So we have the remnants maxed out. We can go into the bank for even more gold over here. And then towards the end of the week, we'll want to get some more creature buildings and then swing back around and grab those when we'll actually be able to fight some stuff with them. Ooh, a legendary. Cast all daylight spells. Alright, here's our other city. Took me a while to get to that, but we get that for free. So we can start doing the golden law points there at the beginning. And then we need the walls for that. I might want to make sure we have the marketplace so that we can't completely run out of anything. But the walls also give some creature growth at higher levels. So it's probably fine. We might want the second one for when we get the next week's growth then. Max out the XP here. And then I'll probably take one level on that. 5 points there will bring us to the next tier. Wood and ore would be kind of helpful early on, but we might just want to get some creature growth so we can get a lot of those. Oh, easy battle on a gold mine over there. Destroy them. And then let's see if we can maximize our losses by taking lots of hits with those guys, and they're also both melee. So these guys are just a defensive creature, but these guys will be easier to take out, so we'll ice bolt them. And then we'll wait on our more important guys, just send some of the trash up. See if we can bait them in. Nope. Okay, we'll have these guys start running up. And then we'll let them chop up our squids a little bit. We can hit him to get his counterattack out of there. Oh yeah, we could probably do another ice bolt. Let's see, that guy can go to the back spots over here. We'll just have some of these swarm him, since we should be able to finish him off now. Oops, that was my full stack. Alright, that was not what I was supposed to do there. Alright, we have the heroic strike there, we can finish him off. So it would have been perfect if I hadn't sent them. Oh, we didn't even lose any. So that actually worked out then. Then we can easily get another of each of those. Have the gold storage. And then we need to find our other resource generators. It looks like we'll need some more creatures for that. Oh, I could have actually recruited some stuff in that one as well. Yeah, we'll need a little bit more creatures, so I think we can back here grab the jellyfish from it. And then see what we got over here. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab some early wooden ore. The nice thing is that with the marketplaces, you can basically transform any resources you don't need into the other stuff once you get those up. So everything's basically useful at some points. Difficult still. Yeah, we'll need the other thing for that. But we're close to the next week, so we should probably head back over there now. Let's get some cultists going here. And then finish off the abyssal here. Normal battle, they're all melee, so that might be doable. The other type of those has a double attack, so those ones are kind of dangerous to watch out for. And then we may as well probably just toss an ice bolt on one of them. It eats up his counterattack. And then that guy should run in and attack those guys, right? And then if we focus that one, we won't take any counterattacks here. Let's see, heroic strike. These guys don't have anything, right? Yeah. We'll just save this guy to eat up a counterattack on the next round, I think. Heroic strike him, eat the counterattack. Split some more squids out. I actually don't know what the curses do. I haven't seen any way to see them anywhere. Oh, okay, it lowers your stats. That actually hurt, wow. You lost like 3 total stats or something? 4 mana each morning? It's obviously not bad for now, though. Is there, like, any way to see the total curse you've gotten, though? I guess not. Alright, so we need one more day after that to get the new creatures. We can grab some random stuff up here, I guess. Easy battle. Let's get some more riders here, I think. And then go for the walls right as the week ticks over. And then we can't really afford anything here. We're pretty light on lumber currently. So we'll do a bit more of that to help out the early game. I usually just chase everything down for the XP. So those guys are archers, and they also have a first strike before you hit them. And then those are melee with a first strike as well. Let's toss... Oh, I'm out of mana. Oh well. If we wait a little bit, then there's a small range penalty for being super far away, I guess. And I guess we'll have to go over there first as well. Let's see, we'll be able to... No, this guy will go first. So we'll want to keep the jellyfish back a bit then. And it's fine for him to chop up one of them. Oops, I didn't see the square over there. And then if we can hit with one of the jellyfish first to eat up the counterattacks over here. Then we could try and send one of these back to tie him up. Probably won't really work. Let's heroic strike on him since he's about to go next. Then we just rush the archer down. Let's see, we can eat up a counterattack here. Can anything else reach him? No. So he might actually just want to pass the turn there so that he has to attack that. I do like insight to get a lot of levels and see a lot of stuff. And get extra XP, law points, some decent stats over there. Yeah, I think if I'm getting that early on. Oh yeah, every hero class has 2 different subclasses available if you get a lot of skills that match that to a very high level. So this one matches the unstoppable, which gives you a ton of stats. We will almost certainly not be able to do that, but it would be pretty good. Then we need one more day for the creatures over there. I guess we'll probably just pass anyways. Oops. Since we're over here. We want the walls because these give 50% extra units. Then if we can get some more income over here with the bank. Probably just grab some creature growth here soon, I think. And we could also get another type of creatures here. Concubi are a ranged unit, so that would be decent. Do we have enough gold for all of that? Probably not. Yeah, we can't even get all the riders. Oof, okay. Let's get the range guys, and then we'll have to swing back with a bit more gold as well. We're here. Let's get some rider growth, since they'll be important for the nuker build later on. And then we should be able to take some actual fights now. We need to get the other resource things. Normal battle still, huh? Normal battle. Ooh, a very good legendary shield over there. Looks like lethal for that, though. If we get some of these creature dwellings, they would help. But that one looks kind of rough currently. But next biome is lethal still. Let's check this area down here, I guess. Normal. And we don't really have enough for anything there. What is that? Those are the riders. We really shouldn't need to lose those. Oh, that's the AoE one. This guy would probably lose a lot of units to retaliation here. Oh, he actually goes pretty fast. I guess we'll just throw nice bolts. Then we can take the counterattack at them. Morale. It actually could be interesting, but I think we're going to need a lot of caster-based stuff in here now, and I actually do want to try out Daylight. The strongest single target nuke in the game is in Daylight, and I think it's tier 5, so pretty high level. And then there's also an interesting Thorns-based buff that deals magic damage that would also be quite cool here, so I think we will lock that in. And then I'd also like to have Primal Magic, because that one has a ton of damage spells available to it. 3 defenses, quite a bit, sure. And then I think I'll start grabbing some XP. Hero levels are fun. Daylight Tome. I guess we gotta go back up. There's an easy one right there. Treasury to max out the gold here. And then we are very poor. We can grab the marketplace. Resistance is not bad, but I'd like to have another type of magic, primal magic, and then the magic damage thing, and then there's probably at least one other pretty cool thing that I'm forgetting about, so I think we're going to be pretty tight up here, so let's just level Daylight Magic, and probably go for the plus spell power. How much mana do I have? 21? Sure, whatever. Oops. I forgot to split them out. So, 2 different types of archer. Those ones have no ranged penalty. And seem to be about the same stats, though. I'm Morale. Start chipping him down with the long-range attacks. And then toss a Heroic Strike over there. The counterattack will probably hurt a bit. Loaded Mansion is quite good. Arbitrators are a very strong ranged unit. We have a few more days before I really have to get some creature stuff there, so maybe go for the extra resource stuff there. Treasury takes walls and some more crystals. We can finish off the resource depot for Mercury. Then we got the Reiner growth. I think I'll take the Reshoffs because they can be converted into ranged units. Can't quite grab that currently. Then we need the crystals, and there should be a Mercury thing somewhere as well, I think. Normal battle, I guess we'll take that. So Trogs and one of the upgraded ones. When damage causes adjacent enemies to take extra damage. So we'll toss an Ice Bolt on him, and throw some range attacks on him probably. And up the 1/6. We probably won't hit him, so we'll eat a counterattack over here. And then we'll probably let him come over here, I think. And then we actually need this guy to move back so we don't take hits from that one. Oops, I forgot about the spin attack, of course. Oh well, it only does half damage, not quite as bad. You'd have the counterattack over there. We could do that if the battle's going to last a while. Does pure damage over time. It would take at least 3 turns to do more, so that doesn't seem worth it, it looks like. Oh man, that was a lot to lose. Rip. I guess we have to do that to get the rider in there. Alright, so maybe that wasn't worth it, but I wanted to get my resource mines going as quickly as possible. Oh well. Extra XP early on, sounds nice. Let's go ahead and grab the 100% law points. That sounds pretty good. You can get through the tech tree faster, and that's pretty important for the build you're going for here, I think. So we have the crystals going at least, and then there should be a mercury thing somewhere around here that we'll have to find and will also be guarded. Yeah, we can finish the resource depot here. And then we can start building some creature-related stuff here. Oh, the treasury still. Yeah, we'll go for that. And here we could grab some Grand Shoth growth. Or Mercury per day. I think I would like to get that one early on, just in case we ever need to trade resources. Build up stuff a bit faster. Easy battle. It's not too bad. And I also forgot to split these guys again. Wood storage. Probably just start going XP now. I don't really care for that, I think. So we'll just level up the defense for now. Oh, focus points whenever they take damage is pretty cool because the Schism faction has a lot of interesting abilities. These are all good, but I think that one is probably the most fun here. Legendary armor. Ooh. Lethal battle. We can go the walls for growth now. And then finish off the treasury over here. And then now we can just put everything into creature growth. Gem storage. Crude Rishoth in this dwelling, can't quite reach it. So we'll go the Bloated Mansion for our best ranged units. And then we can start building up the Cultist Spire here. Thing in here, we'll probably go for some more creature growth stuff next. Got some more squids here. Easy battle there. 2 is fine. Difficult and normal. We'll need to grab some more creatures close to the next week. Oh, there's a Mercury thing right there. Normal battle. And then probably the Rashofs, since they are ranged units. And that one's cheaper as well. And then we can grab some more riders here. And we could probably grab a decent spell as well, maybe? Not sure if I can... Stonefangs, can I learn that? I need a mage guild of the corresponding tier. Okay, we'll need to focus on those pretty soon. Let's see, not a ton we can do here. We can get one of the upgraded things. I think we'll start grabbing the mage guild since spells are pretty important. And then probably some growth over here for some grand shots. More squids. $142 skeletons. Let's throw in ice bolts to slow them down. We can also do focus charges. We don't have a ton for that yet. And then we'll wait over here on anything that can't reach them yet. Yes, we'll save some more units with that. Can eat up a counterattack with one of these guys. He's probably going to shoot those, so we'll have a bit of a range penalty if we wait back here, I guess. They usually go for some of the lowest tier units, it seems like. Eat up the counterattack there. Arcane. No, I wanted Primal. Let's go for some more XP here. And then we'll go a bunch of different stats. Ooh, cultists over there. Looks like we have to run around to reach that. We need Mage Guild 2 to get the Grand Shots and Abyssal Envoys. And over here, we can grab some more ranged units. And then if we need any resources soon, then you can actually do the marketplace on the map for no penalty to it, which is pretty nice. But I'm not sure if we do. Mage Guild. Oh, we can get the Grand Shoth. Then Bloated Mansion here. And then on our next week, we'll actually have some serious creatures finally available. Normal battle, those are mostly melee. But I think one of those upgraded, like, Sylvan guys has, like, an instant kill on some creatures. So that might be kind of dangerous. Easy battle over there. I completely missed that thing up there. Ooh, Abyssal Envoys are ultimate units. Then over here, we'll start pumping up the walls for the extra creature growth. And then maybe finish off the growth over there. Yeah, let's start adding some of the scaling onto some of our creatures. So tier 4 are the Grand Shoth. I'll take tier 3 for the Riders, those are super important. I have a little bit left. Let's grab a few random creatures that we have available here, get the walls up. And then those guys are very strong range damage, so we should be able to take a lot more fights now, even with just 2 of them. Two Riders, Oh, we have some communion multipliers on those guys, I think. The green numbers. So 2 melee shouldn't be too bad. The wraiths get stronger as they attack, so we'll want to take them down first. Let all of our ranged units whittle them down a bit. 16 to 20 for 2 of those guys, Jesus. Those guys also do more damage the further enemies are away, so that's pretty cool. You can also move stuff around if you have the focus points for it. When I go in there, probably whittle them down a bit with the range first. You have to counterattack, and then try and block him, I guess. I don't know if we will be able to. We will be losing some temporary units. Rogue Strike. Advanced Thaumaturgy to get the mana cost down. And then probably +1 level so that I can make sure we can get everything up to max. I don't know if it's necessary, but it's nice to have at least. Nightshades. Web can be pretty useful. Two Riders against all melee. Those are in the High faction that's supposed to be added in early access, I think. Get some more mage guilds. Let's see, we need 5 more for the next tier. Get some more melee unit growth, I suppose. And then we'll take spell power for the nuker. That is still difficult. 3 cultists, whatever. We need crystals. Let's see, day 6, pretty close to our new creatures, and we can finally grab some decent spells. I'll max out the Mage Guild for that. So we'll actually need to find some buildings of a different race in order to get the Mage Guild 5, it looks like. Wonder why that is. Aren't we supposed to be like a caster-focused race? Start building that Mage Guild over there. Normal. I guess we'll take that since we can use the town gate that teleports. -6 honestly isn't bad. Do I want intelligence? I don't think so. So we'll just level up daylight magic for now. And then probably just +1, we aren't going to be grabbing logistics. So we can go over here. And then I guess we'll have to wait for the next week anyways. We can grab a couple creatures and clear out a little bit of stuff around here. We have 1 Abyssal Envoy. Allows a creature to take 1 more action, or you can summon envoys onto one of your stacks that dies. Pretty cool. Oh, we might be able to upgrade something that would be useful. Maybe the Agashoth? What is it that goes into the range thing? The Rashoth. Summoning right? Yeah, that one. Stinging Rashoths. So we can go up here and make them ranged now. And then that gives us 3 different ranged units, making it a lot easier to do fights without losing too many units. What spells do we get? All of the mobility related stuff. Excuse me. Lightning Bolt is okay. Single targets. Honestly, not great damage spells, to be honest. Stone Fangs is really good. I would like to have that. 5,000 golds, more Agashoth riders. Let's do more Mage Guild over here. And then probably some more creature growth. Oh, we should get the spell power scaling on these now that they're ranged. And then probably some creature growth after that. We do need one more for the next tier. I'll just grab some extra mana restore to unlock that. We don't actually have room for the basic jellyfish now, since they're the ranged ones. Lose 2 of the Grand Chops. That is kind of weird. We do have a range guy there, and we only have one that goes before him. So we can slow him down with Ice Bolts. What else do we have? Some okay buffs. Daylight's already level 4. I think we will just slow him down though. Then try and get our range guys to go. We might want to chip that guy down a bit first as well. Will I lose an envoy if I attack that? 1 to 3 damage, so it'd be a few hundred total after attack and defense. Probably blast him a little bit just to make sure. Lightning bolts. Oh, that's not even close, actually. After the attack and defense modifiers. Let's go Thaumaturgy in case I want to do the double spells. That'll be pretty cheap. Heroic Strike really doesn't do a ton. I don't think either of those really matters too much. Plus 1 luck. Got a decent amount of gear now. And the wearers defeated, they can be hired back in the tavern. Let's see, so we can start upgrading some of the other stuff. Shoth, I guess we could do the mistresses. One of those is pretty cool. The Mistress of Chains gives you a lot of extra focus points when she attacks. I like that a lot. And then enemy hero spells cost more mana. She can prevent a target from using abilities and block the enemy hero's active abilities. This one has a lot better stats, but I think I like the focus charge on the other one. It's just kind of fun being able to use abilities more often, so I think we would go with that one even though it has lower stats. What does the next biome thing look like? Easy battle? Okay. Let's go ahead and teleport over to the second base, pick up the growth stuff there. And then we'll grab the stuff at the other base and move on. Need the movement points. Finish off our mage guild here. Grab all the creatures. Oh, what did I need for the envoys here? A lot of stuff, actually. And we can teleport over here. And then we're probably out of gold for now. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait a turn here just to afford everything. But then we can move on to the next biome, and we have teleports in case the other hero comes and attacks me. Need to upgrade those. Oh my god, I still don't have enough gold. Got the ranged units, and then I guess we'll just go with this for now. Whatever. Oh, we actually could be fighting those things now, and they do give some gold. Kind of forgot about those. But we can move on to the next biome, try and get some other cities. I don't think we need to lose that here. 80 mana is still kind of low. Vengeance is the magic damage when your units get attacked that I thought would be pretty cool. Won't do a ton in most of these fights, but should be pretty cool later in the game. Lots of damage reduction. Probably just nuke those guys. 240 on ice bolts, 95 on that. Are we limited on here? Gold and alchemical dust. It actually takes a while before you can really get consistent alchemical dust, I think. There will eventually be a way to convert other stuff into it. Maybe we should go ahead and max out the gold per day thing. Seems to be kind of a limiting thing here. Ooh, 5 and 6. Those are the two range units, right? Yeah, I think so. But also, we can get more growth for them. And then get those later on. Still waiting on primal magic, so we'll just level defense for now. And an area you control, so I guess that probably won't apply much now. Ignore 10% of the attacker's attack. Not bad. There's amulets. 2 defense. Oh, that goes down to one of these slots. 1 spell power. Probably just keep that, unless we're close to one of the set bonuses. Doesn't look like it. Ooh, alchemical dust storage it looks like. So if we come back to this every week, we can get 20 to 40 alchemy dust there. That's actually pretty nice. Usually fairly hard to find those. Don't really care for any of these, so Abyssal Communion it is. 10% and minus 10% damage on native terrain. There is a way to guarantee this later on in the law tree, so that's actually pretty good. 5 per communion. I think we'll max out at probably level 5, so up to 25 points. Not bad. I think we'll probably just go for the tankiness here. Arcane Shrine. Let's go Carapace. Gold mine over there is pretty good. Let's grab the Great Library for knowledge when we head back there. And then some more creature buildings here. Get the Grand Shoth going. And then we can grab some extra concubine growth. Random artifact curses its plunderer. I feel like I don't want to mess with those anymore with how many stats we lost on the first one. That was kind of crazy. Ooh, traveling circus for free skills. These spells cost +1 for each level, or increases by 1. We're not that far off of the final lot here, and then we can have that maxed out all the time anyways. May as well go for the extra cost then. To go all the way over there for that. We can grab the involuntary summons to recruit stuff a little bit easier. And then Great Library for knowledge over there. Five and 1, that's whatever. Basic sorcery, that's when I wanted. Extra magic damage. And other stuff that gives you even more damage. Or Abyssal Overseer, wow. That's one of the upgraded tier 7 units. What do I get rid of for that? That's a tough choice. I guess these guys? Since they're a melee and not that high of a stack yet. I kind of wish there was like a retinue or something you could carry around on your hero, but I think we have to give up something for that. These are the area damage ones. Cool, I like those. Another gold mine and a crystal mine over there. Ooh, circus. Do we have any skills for that? Yes. I don't really need anything here now. We can wait a little bit. Then grab the envoys here. Destroying artifacts. Yeah, let's get the spell power scaling for the tier 5 and 6. So all of our ranged units have a bit of that now. Effects supplied by the hero lasts 1 more round. I don't think that's going to be super important. Most of them scale up their duration with your hero's spell power anyways, which should eventually be fairly high here. Having a 0-cost damage spell to always cast is kind of nice. 10% more magic damage. We probably won't grab offense, so it's between these two. I think having this one is just kind of nice to have, just in case. And then we should probably go for the resource stuff over here, and there should be a city down here somewhere. Nothing super important. I'll just grab an artifact merchant there. But we are mostly done with those cities until we can get some decent alchemical dust, I think. Oh, it's right there. Onyx Citadel. Another gold mine. Don't think I want either of those, so expert sorcery it is. +1 level. We already have Daylight maxed out, and if I get Primal, that should be easy to max out, since I think it has the same stuff. So I don't think we need that. Whatever. We'll just make sure. So we got a dungeon city, and we can eventually get a tier 5 mage guild there. That'll be nice. I'll go for the golden law points for now. I'm not sure over here. Probably just keep rounding out the unit stats. We had a week recently. Can I get back to the alchemy dust thing easily? Not really. We could teleport up there, grab some creatures, and then explore off to the side, I guess. I'll check out some more resource generating stuff nearby, I guess. But there's a teleport thing in there. +2 knowledge. Oh, we could actually get another upgrade thing here if I want to. Riders or cultists, not the most impactful. I think I'd probably rather save my dust for now. For more of the ranged units, or the tier 7s are pretty fun. And we have some of those already, so that would make sense if we could do that. Oh, we can upgrade those, though. Then that'll give us some extra focus generation. Oh, we could teleport back down there, but I think this way is closer. Do I have the dimension door thing? Yeah, 30 mana is a lot for a world map spell, though, with how much I have currently. I guess there's not that many fights down here. Take some gems. And then grab the weekly alchemical dust, since that's the only real way we have to get that currently. Build up our third city a bit, more law points. Spell power, attack and defense. Some nice set bonuses on that. 2 attack. 2 attack, defense, spell power, knowledge. Wow, that is really good. Also really expensive. All tier 4 spells available. 2 knowledge plus 1 knowledge. I am interested in that sword. We don't even have a main hand yet. Ooh, don't really want any of these. Oh wait, spells can land a lucky strike. I did want that one actually. Yeah, let's grab that so we can have critical spells. Completely forgot about that. And then here we can go 1% higher, I guess, since we do want the primal magic anyways. I really hope we get primal magic as the last one though. We got 12 concubines, it looks like. I don't think I'm going to drop anything for those. Have to be one of those two, but that's a pretty large stack, so I don't think so. Rip. Missile Envoy, not bad. Some decent boots over there. Yeah, I'll probably just go for the golds. 5 law points. We are 7 away from the next tier. Get some more stats for our big ranged units. Need the walls for that one. Sawmill. Free booties. Oh wait, there's an archer right there. Now free booties with some nice caster stats. Where? Now free booties. Spell power knowledge, not bad. Grab the treasury. Need 3 more. Negative effects, heroes and friendly creatures. Sure, why not? Expert luck. Please give me primal magic. There's only 1 level left. Give our spells a chance to do critical strikes. Not bad. 13 arbitrators. That's actually pretty good. Let's go to the marketplace next here. All heroes' morale is maximized. What is Orb of Dawn? All heroes' daylight spells have +1 level. We're already at level 4 on them, I think. I don't really need energize though, so whatever. Might reduce the enemy's daylight spells since they are quite strong. We can't even use the circus currently since I don't have any skills that can level up. It's the resource depot, and then we'll go to the mage guild there for our first T5 stuff. Probably get the growth on those guys going since they are quite good and I'd like to have a lot of them. This tier is so good though, starting at max communion level for all the units. Stats on your tier 7. Enemy speed and initiative so they can't act as often. Native terrain. Man, that's a strong tier. Wait, could I get that? Yeah, there we go, for the +1 growth. Sawmill. Start leveling in the mage guilds here. What is the special building? Levels up any visiting hero. Another circus with no skills suspended on. Easy battle for the next biome. I'll take a quick glance over to the left side, I think. And then we should also grab the tier 5 mage guild stuff. Ooh, 2 knowledge. Mage guild 2. We can max out the tier 7 growth. Ooh, a Pandora's box. Please, primal magic? No! The main skill I wanted for the nuker character. No primal magic. We can get battle magic to make our units scale better, and we can get spell power for every spell we cast in combat. So we can probably still make it work with that. I think it's not that bad, actually. As long as I can still get the primal spells that are available to me up to a decent level. I guess we should try and grab those circuses while I have something that can actually benefit from them. We lose quite a bit there, wow. 2 Medusa Queens. What do we have to help with them now? Radiant armor to reduce damage. We can blink something on top of them as well. That's not bad. Let's see, we have 2 range before them. If we could speed up the arbitrator, that's pretty helpful as well. So maybe like blink one of the big guys onto them, or radiant armor for less damage. And then speed up the big boys, I think. Radiant armor. And where's the haste thing? I really wish they would have like a favorite spell selection where you can like quick cast them off the side or something. Early starts. There we go. Onto the big boys. Oh, these guys have the ranged counterattack. That's kind of painful. I guess we probably have to attack in there anyways. We do have the communion saving some of the losses. Yeah, we're actually still positive on those even after losing some. I'll probably lose a lot of those guys, but I guess they're gonna probably attack them here anyways. Oh, they actually went for the cultists, huh? Their heroic strike, and then they shouldn't kill any of these, right? Yeah. And then we have 2 circuses here, so I guess we just take some stat bonuses and then max it out with that. Mage Guild 3. Then we have that maxed out. Let's get some stats for the tier 7 first. Then Circus will go to the only thing left. We'll get the spell power for every single cast in the battle. And where was the other one? All the way over there, huh? I guess we could teleport up to that. How far are we from the Mage Guild 5? One more day? Then we'll just wait a second for the spells, I suppose. Mage Guild 5. Don't think we want any dungeon creatures though. We'll wait some more on that. Oh, can I learn anything cool in here? Judgment is the ultimate nuke spell, so I guess we'll go ahead and grab that if there's like any single target I need to absolutely blast from orbits. Black Hole is a good AoE. Can we even learn that? I guess you can only unlock one per day anyways. Oh, there's also a daylight shrine there. That might be kind of nice. Where was the circus over there? Friendly Blades taunt, little bit of a buff for that. Probably won't have time to cast it. And that'll max out the battle magic. I think spell power, since we're scaling that up throughout the fights. Even more attack for our creatures. Ooh, ore mine. And then I guess we don't really need much here. We can grab the level visiting hero whenever we go back there next. Ooh, spell power over there. Grab some walls. We have the thing for the native terrain, right? Yeah, plus 10% and minus 10% damage, so that's pretty good. I think I like the luck. I think that's one of the accessory slots, and that'll give us more spell crit now. Yeah, we can put that onto any of these. And then spell power. Oops. Do I want to go down there? Not really. Probably just gonna grab some new creatures since we just had a week Passover recently. Knowledge +2. I guess we kind of need the chains to actually grab them since they're already upgraded here. Oh, we also need the... What is it? The summoning rites for those. Kind of annoying. We can do some quick little towers over here, since we can town portal next turn anyways. I forgot to check the artifact merchant. Can I see that here? Attack and defense, spell power knowledge, that's pretty nice. All daylight spells, all tier 4. I like the back. Do we have anything there? Looks like no, so that would be pretty good. We can take the legendary gear here now as well. Attack and defense, not bad. Nightshade Shrine. Chant magic scrolls. I don't think I really care about that. We have so many spells already. Artifacts are not bad though, since you can check those anywhere. Fish to the face. 12 defense but -4 attack. That's actually pretty good for me, since we just need time to ramp up the spell power. All unlearned skills and luck, economy, and daylights. We do have 2 of those. Can I remember what we would get off of those? Luck, I think, would give us a -1 luck to the enemy. I forget what else. Daylights would give a -1 level to enemy daylight spells. That's about all I remember. I'll do defense. We have 180 mana, it's probably enough. Berserk's pretty good. Probably not going to use it though. We could probably just grab our other creatures and then go kill the AI now. We should be way more than strong enough. Artifact Merchant, see if there's anything cool there. -1 morale, 1 attack, 500 gold. All tier 5 spells available. Interesting. 2 spell power and 25% total spell power? Yup. 6 mana each morning. Are there any tier 5 spells that I actually want now that we have the daylight thing though? Black Hole would be cool for an AoE nuke. Coup de Grace is insanely good if you have it at a high level. I'm not sure that we would, though. Judgment is the main thing I wanted, so it'd just be Black Hole. Can I learn that naturally? Okay, we don't really even need that thing then. Can I upgrade these? I need more alchemical dust. I kind of would like to have that for the final fights, I think. Oh yeah, we also need to upgrade those guys so I can fit more stuff in here. That's kind of annoying. I guess it's probably not worth keeping those guys with me, now with the number of units we're getting. So I guess we'll take a quick dip down to the 3rd biome, see if we can find some good alchemical dust there then. Since it would be cool to have the upgraded spells for the nuker. Large amount of gold. I think this is where you usually find alchemical dust. This should be like the highest level area, I think. Pandora's box over there. What is that? We just learned a lot of spells, wow. Phoenixes, restore all creature growth. Location of all neutral armies, resources, artifacts. 8 squares around the selected space. Ooh, is that any good? Vampires over there. Purple robe. I don't see any alchemy dust stuff. There's a little bit on the ground there. Arbitrators are good. Must be over here somewhere then. Yeah, 14k XP, that's quite a bit for a regular fight. It's just a chain's not bad. No Eye Town, interesting name. Abyssal Envoys, ooh. Reset all skills and attributes. Spell power and defense. Heroic Strike deals 1 damage per each attribute. So that would be like 70 to 80 damage. That sounds pretty terrible for a legendary item. 9 points. We have the native terrain. Ooh, max communion, that's good. And then slow enemies down so we get the first action. Now we have a 4th city. Not super necessary at this point, but we could get another Mage Guild 5. I'm gonna use the reveal thing some more. See if we can find the alchemy thing. Oh, you can't? Oh. It's really hard to move the screen around here. I can't WASD with that active. That's kind of weird. I have to like scroll with a mouse. Legendary Tome, all arcane spells. There's the alchemy dust thing. Is that it? I can't hover over the thing behind him. Oh, that's a primal shrine, it looks like. Clear some fog. There we go, alchemical lab, that's what we're looking for. Chain lightning? Yup. Byzantine Palace. Then we can convert a bunch of stuff. Do I need any of that? I don't think so. Then we can now upgrade any spells that I want, and any creatures, hopefully. 25 for that. Judgment, just in case we want to blast something. Stone Fangs is really good. Then let's go ahead and teleport to our creatures. Build some more upgradey stuff over here. Then we teleport over here. Grab everything we want for the final fight. Probably the bloated mansion. I guess we kind of have to have this one to recruit those at all here. I could just wait another turn or two here. Not really a big deal. 4 to upgrade everything, it looks like. So we can now grab more overseers. Anything really to fight up here? Not particularly. Oh, I should upgrade the riders since they have the magic debuff. That'll be pretty cool for the fight here. Should definitely have the upgraded ones there. I guess show off stables. What's the difference between them? These guys get a lot of stats. Ice Breath. These guys seem to have lower stats, but more health. And then they have an AoE attack. It sounds kind of cool. As well as being tankier and more pure damage. They both still have the magic debuff, so that sounds nice. Alright, good enough for now. Finish off our tier 7 stats and the rider stats so they can stay in there and tank some hits. Oh yeah, we could upgrade some artifacts if there's anything I really like here. 2 spell power, we forgot to equip that, so we're up to 25 base. That'll go up with every cast. Gains 2 more. Ooh, luck for more crits. Then spell power. Yeah, 63 left. Normal battle, wow. Huh. I was not expecting that after we brought all of that with me. But we didn't even lose anything, huh. On a normal battle, interesting. We got a ton of law points from that, wow. 1 attack and defense. Probably just max out some stats. Ooh, spell power. So this is probably his main city, and he has nothing here. Oh, he actually had a bunch of units there, what the heck? Is his hero here? That is a lot of liches and skeletons and stuff. Oh yeah, his hero is here, huh. Didn't even notice that. Alright, so this is the final fight then. Blessing is quite good, 25% to all attacks. Thick Hide's pretty good as well, minus 20% melee taken. Natural calm, minus 15% with basic attacks, just the target enemy. 45% with ranged attacks. I definitely want the Thorns thing. All friendly creatures, 2 initiative, 20% HP, that's quite good. Vengeance, that's gonna be fun. 600 magic damage every time they attack one of us for 7 rounds. I guess we should do Radiant Armor first for the huge damage reduction. And then you have to do a different element to combine with that. Wow, 1800. That's gonna be cool if we can get the debuff up with the Riders. I guess we could do a Chain Lightning because it's fun. So we do the more expensive one first. On to probably the Vampires up here. Then we toss some Radiant Armor. Do we want to run in there? We can do a catapult onto the doors, I guess. Oh my god, that guy got smashed. He killed one unit and just died instantly. Heroic Strike. We might have some unit abilities that'd be cooler here. Active abilities or hero active abilities, that's not actually that great. Let's see, we want to get the Liches out so that they can't revive stuff. And then here's our Riders who can make them take more magic damage. Yeah, the Stingers. We'll probably do a nuke on that guy just because it'll be funny. Do some more damage on the Liches. And then this guy's a big nuke. You can probably go for, like, the Grave Robbers since they have a summon. Reposition something. We could yoink something out here. Like, maybe the Skeleton so we can blast them with the Riders or something? Who else do we have that'll go? Just the Cultists. I don't really have anything interesting. Oh, we can't actually... Yeah, we can yoink them out here. I don't know if this is a good idea, but it'll be funny if we blast them with a spell. And these guys can get them so they don't summon. Cultists... Can't really reach with them. So what I want to do is hit the Skeletons with the Riders and then just absolutely blast them with the Judgment thing. These guys can just AoE down these 3, I guess. I can use something other than Daylight, but it's going to be pretty expensive, so I should probably use that one first. 32, yeah. So where are the Riders? Right here, I think? So they'll get 2 actions, but we can actually just kill both of those right now, I think. When do the Skeletons move? We'll have the Riders first. Dang. They're gonna take a counterattack from something. Maybe we could blast the Vampires then? Like, I just want to see if we can one-shot something with a huge debuff. I'll just leave both of them open. We'll have complete overkill here anyways. So here's the Riders. We can hit either of those. Oh man, we kill over half of those. Okay, let's go on the Vampires then. These guys are going to take a counterattack from something here. Alright, time to nuke the Vampires from orbit. Judgment! Then we can do a nuke from a different school. Lightning Bolt, maybe. Ice Bolt into the Skeletons? Or the Liches? Victory! Alright, so we can do some apocalypse, but every time I've done it, the AI just runs across the map very quickly and then suicides to me and I just win the map in auto combat. I'm thinking probably necromancy power caster here would be cool. Despair, arcane spells. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Apocalyptic. So the thing with apocalyptic is even with the extra skeletons, you can't fight anything early on really anyway, so may as well just focus on the economy early on, I think. You'll need like at least a week or two of growth before you can really fight anything, I think. Eternal Visage, get the golden law points going. Grab some woods. Dead pets, we need to fight for that. Okay, nice. But we actually need the gold for getting our economy going, so we can't really even do that right now. More gold early on here. Then more golden law. Over here, we'll probably want the gold Aesop. And then we'll want the necromancy power as we begin actually being able to fight the stacks. So what necromancy power does is a percentage of the enemy unit's HP is converted into free units for you after the combats. For certain types of enemies, like enemy undead and like spirits and stuff don't really do that. And I went the wrong way for the town, oops. So next up we get the bank, max out the golds, and then I guess it's probably worth it for the jump starts. What is that? 12 defense, -4 attack. Here's our City of Memories. So we can get the law point stuff going over there as well. And then it's still going to be a while before we can fight anything, so just keep grabbing resources, I think. Need the wall for that, and a bunch of resources that we'll probably have to fight for. So we might just go for the resource depot first here and have some more stuff to trade. Woods. Gem Mound is lethal. Do a bit more golds. Okay, we got the law points going pretty early. Resource depot. And we need one more for the next tier, which is going to be 3 since I kind of skilled that up in a weird way. Probably go skeleton growth for skeleton archers eventually. We need crystals. Bank requires more woods. Probably wait a bit on that. Walls. Then what do we want here? Ooh, law points early on, that'll be important. Definitely want to max that ASAP. Then we have most of the gold stuff now. I'll start grabbing some XP. Advanced Necromancy. I don't remember if they have a way to do native terrain, but Necromancy power is fun. I can work with that. I think Summon Avatar actually does have something interesting if you take arcane magic. And Nightshade spells also has some nice stuff. Sure, let's go ahead and grab that. Let's see, day 7. We'll probably need 2 weeks to really fight anything, to be honest. Just keep grabbing resources for now. Hit the bank here. We need 5 crystals for that. I should get the other marketplace so we can trade a bit better for that. Let's finish off the law points. And then we'll likely need some creature growth next, so we can start fighting soon. We can get some more skeletons for the ranged units. Dead pets, we can grab that thing. I can probably afford those now. Ooh, basic offense. Ooh, +1 damage if you know Nightshade magic. That's actually crazy good on the low tier units like skeletons and stuff. And it's kind of hard to find that on caster heroes, so yeah, we could try that. We do already have Nightshade. Marketplace. And then now we can trade for stuff if I want to. 1 crystal or extra golds. Grab the treasury. Law points are maxed. We need more creature growth next. And then we'll probably try to start fighting on the next week, I guess. Let 1 more week of creatures come in. And also some gold so we can actually afford them whites. I don't think we can get that. We could lock in Avatar. Oh yeah, what are our subclasses? After an enemy stack is killed, temporary stack of friendly whites in their place. Necromancy works for all creatures, not just the undead. I think that means about the main thing. I'm not sure if I want to do that. I'm probably just going to level offense for now. And I think I will take the 1 focus points just because there's a lot of cool active abilities for the undead units. So next up, probably the whites or the undead pets. We need 3 more. I'll do whites. They'll fit nicely with the extra flat damage we got already. And then we likely want the Mercury over time early on, because you're so resource starved on Apocalyptic. Resource depot. Get some whites over there, I think. Let's see if the creatures here are enough to allow anything. I guess we'll probably want the skeleton thing on both of them, so that we can pick them up anywhere. So now we at least have a little bit of range damage. But can we even fight anything yet? Difficult, normal. Those are melee, so we could, but we don't really gain anything over there. Well, I actually am low on wood. It's not terrible. Oh, I don't even need to fight them for that, actually. Finish off the mercury. And then we'll likely grab some lich growth for our second ranged units. Woods. Then I can grab some more pets on the way over there. Impossible, impossible, difficult. How's the mercury looking? Difficult. Yikes. Normal. Yeah, I probably need another week still. Which city did I go to there? The first one. So we need to go over there to get more skeletons. Oh, can we build anything? Can grab some walls there for more growth. I'll get some whites for now, I think. Then we go to liches fairly quickly. It looks like it's... And then we'll get the growth going for them. We're 2 days away from the next week, with just nothing really I can fight yet, without losing a ton of stuff. Normal battle into skeletons. Those are the ranged ones though, I think, so we're guaranteed to lose a bunch of skeleton archers. Alright, we're about at the limit of what I can do here until we get to our next week of creatures, it seems like. So we have the liches, we want to get the walls up so that we get a bunch of ranged units there next week. We can do some bones here, I think. Yeah. Oh, we could actually get vampires already, huh? Well, that would certainly help. I think they take mercury, that should be doable. Did I have the skeleton archer thing here? Yeah. Alright, we might actually be able to kill stuff already then without even going to the next week with those guys. Max out the lich growth. And then we need to get the new resource stuff if I can. Easy. And we can't see that thing yet. Archers. Maybe we can do that with spells. I have shackles. Okay, maybe not. So their guys go first, and then their guys go first. Yeah, I guess we can't really avoid losses here then. Ouch. Alright, probably should have looked at the units first. Which one has the double shot? Those guys, they're pretty dangerous. Oh yeah, if we get some focus, I can do the Lich thing. That would be pretty helpful. So I don't want to use Heroic Strike. Definitely want to keep the archers alive so we can reach a critical mass. Let's tie him up, I suppose. And then we really want to go with the Liches, if I can, so I'll probably have to pass with everything here, so we can get some of our archers back. If I shoot them, they might commit Sudoku on the vampires there. And we shouldn't lose any vampires anyways, okay. So we can bring a bunch of those guys back, not bad. Then we can just do whatever now. Okay, not too bad. It looks really bad before we use the Liches. 5,000 gold. And then we need the treasury there. I'll probably grab the Liches before next week, I guess. Normal battle. They are mostly melee, though. I think that's doable. 18 hounds. But the vampires should be able to mess them up, I think. If we lose one of them, we can probably bring him back with a Lich, so we can probably just bait them in there and lifesteal off them anyways. That guy will kill some dogs, so we'll go ahead and put that on him. Weaken his attack a little bit, and then save our focus for the Liches in case we lose one there. We lost some doggos, they were a bit too close. Did we put that on him? Alright, we can revive the doggos now then. Yeah, the focus point generation on undead is super nice. Basic resistance. Did I have... There was something in Nightshade that comboed with that was very good, right? The reduction to their stats. So actually that does sound pretty good. Let's see, fairly early on, let's go Knowledge for more mana. Those are ranged, so I'm not sure we can do a ton. Maybe if we outspeed them. They went for the whites, so let's keep those back for the range penalty. They went skeletons this time. So we'll want to do the Lich Revive on those. Our skeleton sec is actually growing with the necromancy power thing. need to convert those guys at some points. $11 seems fine. Let's go ahead and remove the counterattacks just in case, I guess. I guess we want him to hit the vampires there, actually. And then we can revive the archers, and he shouldn't be able to kill anything else, hopefully. These guys have melee defense, so hopefully they're fine. Enemy creature abilities deal less damage. Two and 4, that's fine. Necromancy would be good to get now that we're actually killing stuff. What can we get over there? +1 damage. Oh, that's insane since we have Nightshade. We should probably go ahead and grab that, actually. So, those are the basic skeletons. Skeleton archers have a range of 1 to 3, so +2 damage is insane on them. Whites are 2 to 4, so also very strong there. And then 3 to 5, still decent on the dogs at tier 3. But that's a huge boost to our low tier units. Treasury takes walls. I'll probably go ahead and grab that just so we have it. And then we want that for the growth here. For here, we could start grabbing some necromancy power. We have the ranged units maxed out here. So yeah, I think necromancy power makes sense now that we're actually fighting. Normal battle, and there's archers. Ooh. Oh, they just got stronger, didn't they? Wasn't that easy a minute ago? Crap, we might need more units for that now. Well, we did just roll over, so I guess we can get more units. 3 skeletons. That one's easy still. Oops, forgot circus. -1 enemy morale and luck's actually pretty nice. I think the Dread Knight units also has something related to that. Basically, enemies will get less turns and do less damage. $22 whites. Those are archers, I think. Oh no, warriors. Okay, we shouldn't lose too much here. We can just let them hit the vampires, probably. Or we need to revive them with the Lich already. Uh-oh. Can't really reach with those guys. Those guys can't move too far. Oh, huh. Our skeletons do a lot of damage now with the +2, huh? Oh crap. I hope we can generate enough focus points here. We need 2 bars for that. Uh-oh, my damage is getting too high. We need to get enough points off of them somehow. These guys are probably less damage if they don't counterattack. They will move right now, and they can't currently hit me, so I guess we could actually wait there. No! I can't even get close to the revive. My damage is too high now. That would kill 10, and I think we're 1 off there. I think we just lost a vampire for no reason. Oh, if I could get the Lich now. But he's gonna die to the counterattack. Dang it. Alright, I underestimated how much of a damage increase that +2 would be with a Nightshade. Need to be a bit more careful with killing him too quickly. I think we level up Nightshade here. And grab some nice spell power. 2 attack, defense, difficult battle though. Need the gem mine. That's a normal battle? That's probably doable. I think those guys are melee. That's normal with some nasty undead that we can't even get necromancy stuff for anyways. Grab some walls. And then the walls don't do anything here until we can actually get some creature growth. But I guess that's fine. Yeah, the archers do so much more damage now. I guess they can actually do double turn there. Battle magic is fun. I do like that. Arcane. Arcane has some cool stuff as well. Sure, why not? Treasury. Grab some Mage Guild, I think. And then do more necromancy power. Oh yeah, I should try and grab the XP skill as well, since we gain necromancy power for every level. We'll get extra stats and necromancy power on top of that. Halls. And Mage Guild 2. Almost 3 won't do anything yet, but it's fine. That's the final necromancy power we have access to there now. Normal battle. Looks like that's all melee. But we probably have some stuff to clear up on the way. Anyways, lethal. Wow, after recruiting all of that. Ooh, white's over there. Normal battle, that doesn't look too bad. Mostly melee. But I have been wrong before. That lasts 3 rounds now at least. Probably doesn't do a ton. Oh, I forgot to convert those guys, oops. These guys will reach us next turn, so kind of have to engage them. Move the counterattacks. We killed 2 of them. Hopefully that doesn't kill the vampires, I guess. They're gonna go pretty quickly here and kill a bunch of stuff. Can remove their counterattack now. Oh, I probably need to save focus for the Lich here. Use some archers, which are very important. Yeah, let's try and finish these guys off. We can do the revive now. Lich is the last one before him. So I want to make sure I don't kill those. And hopefully he doesn't kill anything important here. Okay, not bad. Can max out Nightshades. Oh man, 15% attack and defense doubled if you have resistance. That sounds insane. Ooh yeah. Stone Fangs is quite nice. Extra white recruitment. Haven? Like thaumaturgy? Yeah, I think so. Here. Is that 2 circuses? Wow. Grab some undead pets here. Mage guilds. We need some wood. We're light on almost everything though. Probably do a bit of mercury. Can I give anything useful more doggos? "16 archers. Might be able to do a little bit better. Their archers go before mine, so maybe not. All we can really do is damage them a bit, I guess. 85 to 2, Umbral Grip. Oh, I do have Thaumaturgy if I want to do 2 spells, but it's very expensive. But archers are pretty nice, so we would do Lightning Bolt into Umbral, I guess. Sucks that they go before my archers, though. 21. Can we even get the revive there? Probably not. I think 80 of those shouldn't be too bad for the Necromancer. Just toss a cheap Umbral Grip anyways. Or the vampires, I mean. We need 1 or 2 more attacks for that. I don't know if that's doable. Almost anything kills them in 1 hit. If I do that, then the counterattack kills them. Yeah, I don't think we can revive them. Maybe magic damage? And then the healing and revival sounds interesting. All creature abilities and hero spells? We could try to grab summon avatar to double that. Sounds pretty interesting for undead. We could get some more necromancy power. Ooh, the gold cost would be good when we're hiring so much. And also vampire growth is super nice. Yeah, I'll probably grab that early on. Mage guilds. Wait, what did we need for that? A lot of ore, it looks like. Guess I'll need to wait a bit on that. It's probably too expensive. Actually, we're already almost at the other week. Restore all mana, that's kind of cool. Not too expensive. And then I guess I'll just wait a week for the creatures here. Max out the vampires. Anything we can grab around here? I think those are mostly melee, so that might be doable at normal. I'll try it. Yeah, that's not too bad. We should be able to minimize that. I really need to get those guys into archers, though. These guys do... Enemy attacks this creature, 1 unit from the stack dies, up to tier 6. So anything other than vampire will lose units instantly. In melee. These guys are mostly just a regular melee, it looks like. Ranged attacks... We could cave in to delay some of them, do a bit of damage. Do I want to do anything else? Umbral's okay. Kind of a lot of mana with the Thaumaturgy though. Then we'll just wait a bit, get some range damage going. Guess we'll get one more turn of ranged attacks there. And we could block him off again. Oh, can we surround him? I guess it's still only 3 over there. Could actually summon some skeletons with this guy to tie him up. We'll lose one. What did he hit earlier? I think it was the grave robbers. Oh well. Oh right, they have the AoE thing. I'll back up and force him to fight the summoned skeletons, I think. Then we can revive something over here. I wish there was, like, a preview for how much healing you would do on your units. Like most of these games have. I think it was probably these guys that lost most. Insight. I did want that so we could get very high level and even more necromancy power with the passive. Yeah, sure. Easy battle. They are a tier 6 though. So we'll lock one of them in and try to focus the other one. Actually, that was probably too far. Oops. Need to upgrade those guys. Can we get Dread Knights here? 15 ore. Alright, so now we should be able to fight some stuff. That's lethal though, wow. That's lethal? What? Oh, my hero's in the thing. Yeah, it doesn't show correctly if you do that. Okay, easy. "68 archers. They go right before the liches. And we can also just disable their ranged attacks as well. I don't think we're gonna go primal this game. Battle magic? Was there anything else I really wanted? If we could have gotten the recruitment tree, I think that had something that was really good, but it's hard to find on a caster character. And battle magic's one of my favorites, so honestly I think I'm just gonna go ahead and grab that. It's cool with thaumaturgy. But basically, if you get the recruitment tree, there's something similar to the 2 damage. It's plus 2 HP based on something, and then that's really insane for the skeletons who have like 6 health, and the whites who have like 9 health. We are very light on everything. Probably just necromancy power since we're killing a lot of stuff now. Don't think we need to lose those. We might want to go with the skeletons first. Yeah, they have so much damage now. The kite is decent. Extra XP early on. And it's probably just more XP to really maximize the necromancy power we can get here. Even though law points is quite good. We can't grab those with archers here. How bad does that legendary item look now? Normal battle, wow. 12 defense, -4 attack. It's not bad. I think we probably just want to go to the other biome since we're pretty close to it now, though. And it's easy. Battle magic, I think. That is level 3 on arcane, so we could get +1 or -2 cost. Yeah, I like the scaling spell power every time you cast a spell, it just feels cool. Two Dread Knights. Wow, we actually lost one. I thought the lifesteal would top that up. That's annoying. Oops. We can do liches. They're going to hit something over here. But losing a vampire's kind of annoying. We really don't want to lose skeleton archers though, if I can help it. Well, that's like the worst case. Yeah, okay, mage guilds. Then need the ore for the warriors there, I guess. It's gonna be a while before we buy some more creatures, so I'll probably just get some more growth then. We'll do probably the pets, since they're a low tier unit, they'll go nicely with the flat damage bonus we got. Then let's go battle magic, extra stats, sorcery resistance. We do have resistance. I don't think I went sorcery here, did I? Alright, I guess I'll take the double there. Lots of resistance value this run. Mage Guild takes ore. We'll wait a bit on that. What do I have in here? Do have town portal so I can go back and grab stuff whenever I need to. More XP. And then may as well take the stats. Okay, we can finally grab the warriors or the vampires on the second city. Ooh, liches. Kind of a long run over there. Newtown. Very original name. Then what do we want next? I want the gold cost soon. Did I get the native terrain thing? I think I went necromancy power, right? Over that? Yeah, because that's pretty cool. It does still work with this thing, 1 speed, which is kind of nice. Makes our melee units able to close the gap a lot easier, so I probably still want that. Also, the minus gold cost will be helpful. We got another dungeon town. Oh, looks like there's a Mercury thing over there. That looks like one of the fights where you're completely surrounded, so I probably can't even do better than that there. And then let's go Thaumaturgy, get the spell cost down a bit. Just 1 level, we might need that here. Heroic Striker restores 4 mana. We should be able to do better than that, though. Oh, that's right, the upgraded Lich can give you extra hero XP. I should try and get that when I can as well. It's that one, right? Yeah, 10% XP. And then he has a stronger revive. And then healing on his basic attack. Gets the archer before him. What does that look like? 41 to 68. Alright, let's blast him then. Ice Bolt is pretty good. Oh, it could just turn off his range attacks as well. That's super easy. And then he actually just sits there, I think. Some Star Childs? Maybe we are going for some summoning related stuff. Oh yeah, that's right. I wanted summon Avatar for the arcane thing. Dang, I forgot about that. That would have been so cool. Let's go knowledge. Get some extra mana, and we have the doubled thing for that. Palace 3. And then probably grab the terrain for the speed increase, I guess. Every apocalyptic run I've had so far actually had the AI attack me a little before this point, I think. And then he just died in auto combat. I don't know, maybe they changed it. Logistics, Battle Magic, Intelligence. Ooh. That's pretty good for Battle Magic, right? Oh man, that's insane. So we gain attack, defense, and spell power for every spell we cast. And we'll get the spell power, or the attack based on spell power. Okay, that's crazy for Battle Magic. Whoa. I don't even have the other ones, but that's still insane. Dang. Grave Robbers. Then let's go for the 100% cost there. Neither of those really matters. I guess we should try and run to the third biome, since that's usually where the alchemical dust stuff starts appearing more frequently. If we want to get some creature upgrades, which I do. Necromancy power? Yeah. We could probably get away with the +1. They're both nice. But we're a caster hero, knowledge should go up pretty high. Dragonbone Greaves. Spell power knowledge, not bad. Next up, we want the treasury. I'll do a bit more growth for the whites. Ooh, I should have had that maxed earlier, actually. And we want to go to the resource depot there. Large amount of gold and artifacts after defeating it. There's dragons guarding stuff here. Resource depot. Probably go for some gold reduction next. We'll need to do that fairly soon. We should be able to max that with a circus, right? I'll do spell power, I think. And then, I guess, focus charge? These abilities that add stuff to your hero usually cost a bunch of focus points, I think. And we want to be focusing those on, like, the summons and revives and stuff, so we probably wouldn't even be able to use that. How do I get over there? Looks like we have to go from below. Let's get the Mage Guild here, since tier 5 is pretty nice. That looks like a pretty crazy structure, but easy apparently. Aren't those like a neutral angel that you can't even get on your team? Like the sentinel of something? Looks like we're probably gonna lose a bunch here anyways with this setup. Unless we like get lucky and they spawn on one side. Ah, both sides. Yeah, Sentinel of Glory. You can't even have those on your party, and they're super cool. Let's see, vampires, and then both of them. Can I do anything to help with that? We can boost initiative a bit. Can lower melee damage. Oh, speed is really good. They have 7, so I'd bring them down to 4. Okay, I guess that doesn't do a ton then. Carapace on something important to block some hits. Okay then, that probably doesn't work on a flyer, right? Yeah. So just be barrier on like the skeletons? Or if we could speed something up that's important and could actually kill a bunch of them. Wow, the vampires can't even kill one. Jesus. Those are some strong neutrals. So yeah, I guess carapace the skeletons and some sort of buff or debuff is the best. What does that do? 335? That doesn't even kill a single one of them, Jesus. Does 5 initiative make a difference? 5... Nope. That's unfortunate. Could have the dogs go first. Which would probably help. They can't even reach anything. Alright, so we'll speed up the dogs for 5, so that would be the second spell. And I don't know. Carapace, I guess? So that would be the first spell. So we don't lose too many archers. Really need some sort of quick cast system for the game where you can favorite some stuff though. Haste is speed, we need initiative. Oh crap. That's the same school. Oops. Lag. Oh, we can reduce their initiative slightly? I don't know if that does anything. Oh, he actually still went for the archer, huh? Wasn't expecting that. Well, that worked a lot better then. Can we revive the vampire? Probably not. Ooh, liches. Nah, we need to go to the next biome, get some dust. Onyx dancers. Eight knowledge, ooh. 40 whites. If we can act first, we can... Actually, dragons are immune to a lot of magic. I'm not even sure we could really influence that much. Yeah, we can see how it works. Oh, he can't reach me. He's immune to 4 or lower. Do I even have any tier 5 spells? I don't think I do. I can buff my guys. Skeletons will probably kill a lot if we buff them up. 9 to 16. So we can do blessing on the skeletons. Anything else? Not really. A mirror copy if I wanted to. That's really expensive though. I guess so. So we Mirror the skeletons, and then we buff them to save mana. That should be enough to kill them anyways. Can I not put that on there? Oh, it doesn't affect undead. Derp. Did not see that. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. We'll go maybe spell power or knowledge. I'll do a bit more of that so we always have plenty of mana. Ooh, yeah. Can be upgraded an unlimited number of times. Interesting. There's an ore mine over there. We should grab that though. More mage guilds. Could grab the speeds, could grab more gold reduction. And another ore mine. Then a gold mine. We have enough dust to upgrade Vampire Lords. Whoa. I definitely want to get the Liches for the XP thing, though. Go Mage Guilds for now. And get some Mage Guild over... Oh, actually, we need the Tomb of Warriors there. Okay, now I really want to go to the next biome, which should be on that path. Might be faster to just teleport back up there. We might need more units to actually break through, though. I guess we're 1 day away from next week anyways. I'll just wait for that. Mage Guild. Yeah, we'll get the Lich upgrades. $15 and $19. I think that's fine. Ooh, 22k XP. Spell power is fun. Circus, we are maxed on skills. The next units to upgrade, I guess wraiths are pretty good with the flat damage, and they're fairly cheap as well. Grab the speed now. And it's 10% magic damage taken. And we don't have a belt yet. And with resistance, we'd take very little magic damage. We don't really need a ton here now. Artifact merchant in case there's anything cool there. $30 movement points, that's pretty nice. 20% range damage, that's pretty nice. slot is that? It just says epic item? Mage guilds. And maybe hounds? They're fairly low tier, so we can have a lot of them as well. Ooh, alchemical dust, nice. At least we got a little bit over here. Tread Knights, I guess we're close enough. And Grave Robbers as well. Merchants of Death and Kennelmasters. I think one of those does improve your focus point income, so that would be pretty nice as well. Summon Whites, that's kind of cool. Or skeletons. Undead Pets. Always take maximum damage. Generate 1 focus points whenever a creature dies. Yeah, that sounds decent. Grave Robbers. Alright, finally, we'll go pick up some units now. And we can upgrade a bunch of new stuff now. So these guys gain a bunch of stats, and they convert a lot of damage into temporary HP. These guys gain a lot of defense, and they do damage over time. But they only have half the lifesteal effect. I think I like the bigger lifesteal in them. Doggos can get a bunch of temporary units with a tier 4 ability. And they steal defense, that's pretty cool. These guys have a lot of survivability. And they can apply a damage over time. I'm not sure we would have enough focus for that. Kind of like the Grave Robbers and the Liches a lot of the time. The defense steal is kind of cool though. These guys will probably lose less units overall though, so I think that makes sense. Which is, we want the XP healer guys. And then we can get Grave Robbers to generate more focus points. You can actually freely swap between the different types if you want. So if we find out that like the new Grave Robbers generate enough focus, I could go for the other hounds anyways. And then I think that's everything. And we are looking pretty scary now, wow. Let's see, any cool spells I want to learn? Looks like we actually have most of them after that stuff, and we'll get a few more for free from the other guild as well. I really like Mirror Copy plus Shadow Army to summon a ton of units. Pretty cool combo there. But we need to wait for another town portal now, right? Yeah. Nothing to really do over here. Then we can TP back over here. Grab even more spells and a free level. Then now we can go to the next biome. Probably not gonna have any neutral creatures for that anyways. Grave robbers. I'm not even sure if we're gonna recruit any more units. I'm probably strong enough to just kill everything now. Vampirism for the vampires, keep them alive a bit better. Holy, 2 all stats, that's insane. What is that? Dragon scale shields. 3 attack and defense, that's pretty good. 2 spell power, yup. Knowledge spell power, we could use one of those. Ooh, artifacts. Can't really walk over there, it looks like, though. 3 random units, interesting. Grave robbers, but we can't even take those. Oh, you can get the Sylvan guys in here, interesting. Awaken Earth, speed, initiative, HP, unlimited counterattacks. Area damage, pretty cool. Then we're basically done with these cities for now. I'll do knowledge and spell power. I have a dragon. I just want more Pandora's boxes after we got that through all stats. 16,000 on a basic fight. See. Oh, I guess +1 counterattacks is actually really good on the vampires and the whites as well, now that I think about it. I'll do spell power. Don't really care here, I think. Ooh, a box. Wow, 40 whites, incredible, man. I only have 1.3k of them. 2 initiative. That's pretty good. Legendary. Why is it green? Aren't they supposed to be like yellow? Or orange, I mean? Lose some archers, but I have so many. Doesn't really matter. Knowledge. Yeah, it's orange in here. Sure, 2 initiatives quite a bit. 20% attack, and you can upgrade that to 30%. That's kind of nuts. Combined with the Nightshade thing, we can give them like minus 60% attack. Spellpower. Friendly creatures can use a range attack while adjacent to enemy creatures. We might actually be able to go for some of that set since there was that quiver somewhere earlier. I think that was on one of the artifact merchants. I forgot to grab that though. $58,000. We do lose a decent amount of whites. I can probably do better than that. 2 melee. We can just web one of them, and he can barely move. How much do our skeletons do now? Skeletons can potentially kill them in one shot. Oh, that guy's actually gonna go. Well, I can slow him too. Right? -3. He can move 3, he can hit me still. Alright, so where is the initiative thing? Early starts. Spooky, scary skeletons. Kill you in 1 hit. What is Hollow Reaper? Oh, that's one of the upgraded Dread Knights. Okay. Well, I don't really have room for that. Spell power. Palace. Get some Dread Knight growth. And some Grave Robber growth. Was there an alchemy thing anywhere? Didn't see one. Don't have the reveal thing, do I? Doesn't show stuff here. What was that called? I thought it was a neutral spell. I have no idea. Was that a castle only thing or something? Despair doesn't work on a lot of different targets, not super useful a lot of the time. Does scale well with spell power though. Ooh, vampires. Ooh, legendary. Alice. We can teleport a little bit faster, or second winds. I have plenty of mana anyways, I'm not really using that much. There's a decent amount there. But phoenixes are also quite fast. Get the vampire, then one of them. I can't move all the way over there though. Probably fine. $14,000 damage. I guess that guy's gonna double move. Let's do... Can we slow him down? Huh, I guess he can still reach me after that. Alright, could we make the archer fast enough? No, we could not. Alright, that guy's gonna hit something then. Well, I thought he would go for him, since he could do that instantly. Oops. Oops. AoE retaliates. Can we do the Lich thing? Yeah. Bring a couple units back. I mean, slightly better. Spell power. Bunch of spells. Legendary shields. There we go, alchemical lab, that's what we're looking for. Almost completely maxed here. We do have some minus luck stuff. Might be interesting. First visiting heroes attribute by 4. Oh, he's coming for me. We gotta go kill him soon. Or wait, where's the entrance over here? It should be on this path. So he's not actually that close to my base then. He's on a biome with no way to get over there unless he flies over? I've never seen an AI do that before though. Wait, no, don't go that way. Whatever. We have plenty of units. Spell power. And spell power. Go for the treasury next. Bunch of alchemical dust. Now we can build all of the upgrade stuff. And upgrade any spells that are cool. Shadow Army. I'm just gonna do like Shadow Army and Mirror Copy and summon a ton of stuff, I think. Yeah, I don't think we really care that much about anything else. Just super summons. Radius, Starling Care. Oh yeah, we can upgrade some artifacts as well. 973, I'll wait a little bit and just do that right before the end. Since having all of these upgraded will make it easier to consolidate everything. Spell power. Don't think any of those matter. Over time, effects cast by the hero last one turn longer. 2 initiative. Didn't I get those? Yeah. Alright, let's just go and destroy him now, I guess. I think we're plenty strong enough. then what do we want for these? Reduce enemies' morale by 2 is pretty nice. And then you steal attack from them. That's pretty cool with the double strike. These guys have a lot of attack and damage. And they can spend focus to do an AoE attack, but we're already kind of taken with the focus stuff. So I think we just go here then. And then vampires. We can upgrade their stats in almost every way and remove counterattacks. Or we can turn them into a short range that can blow up corpses and revive your units with lifesteal. But it costs focus. I guess that kind of makes sense for the low tier builds. Ability tier 1 should be pretty easy to get out. We're kind of focused on the archers, the wights, and the hounds, so more healing with a cheap one could be cool. Then we teleport over here. Grab some more wraiths. We don't really need to maximize everything, I guess. But yeah, we can also do some teleporting to get over there a bit faster. Dimension door. Since we saw him over there, we could actually... Where's it? Shadow Flights? Yeah, you can fly over with that. And we can yoink a box. Thanks, sucker. Ooh, knowledge too. Ooh, a box. Alright, now I just need to find them. That reduces the movement cost, right? Minus 20%? Not bad. We can do that at the start of every turn for extra movements. Take a city until he comes out and bites me. That doesn't look like his hero's there. Oh, there he is. Really? He's that weak? What the heck? Bro, you're so weak. Like, my skeleton archers could run into melee and solo him. What the heck, man? Alright, so watch this. We can do Nightshade first, Shadow Army. 4.9k skeletons up to... we could also put some on the Liches. 8,000 skeletons. And then we mirror copy them into 16,000 skeletons. And then we pass on everything and let the skeletons run in and punch him to death. Alright, let's go, skeletons. Punch him. Melee attack. That guy's boned. Wait, can I Shadow Army that one? Since it doesn't have the green thing. Because there's a cap on it, up to 60, or up to 100%. I guess we can max that one out. 11,500 skeletons? And then we mirror copy that. And we now have over 30,000 skeletons. This guy gets punched in the face. This guy walks up to their angels very slowly. This guy punches your archers in the face. And then we get even more skeletons. And now we have over 60,000 skeletons. And they just walk up and punch an angel in the face. Get wrecked, nerd. Victory! That's the first time I've ever done an apocalyptic run where the AI didn't just run over super early and then die to auto combat. I can show a couple more of my builds before we stop, but that's mostly it. Let's see. So this was an apocalypse run that ended in 3 weeks. I think I had just unlocked angels, but I hadn't actually recruited any of them. I was trying to do like a morale multi-turn build. There's my dude at over here. Looks like I'm probably in the base. Yeah, I have barely anything here. I think I have angels on the other side. Yeah. Do I have a teleport on this run? Here's my spell book. Do I have any spells? Maybe not. Yeah, it's pretty early in the game on this run, and he's just all the way on my side of the map for some reason. He came through over there. But this is the morale character. She gains extra on level. Leadership didn't even get maxed out. And he just dies to the auto combats. Inquisitor up there. What spells do I have here? Starchild's fairly high level. It's only one enemy. Only one unit. I don't really even have that many things that are super good at buffing. Knight can't quite reach, but basically my units should have close to 100% chance of going twice, I think. Send the Inquisitors in to try and take some hits. Are these the double shot guys? No, they're not even upgraded. Yikes. Liches are pretty important. High morale. Those guys are about to die. Probably just defend there and take some more hits on them. Light Weavers, blast some Liches so they don't summon. Guess we actually need to dump some focus over there. Oh right, I wanted to summon some Starchilds. Wait, can I use their ability? No. They have a really strong focus ability, but you need tier 3 or level 3 for it, I guess. But that would have been sick. Oh well, we'll get them anyways. Yeah, Starfall, you can do magic damage to 3 enemies. Super strong. I think it takes a ton of focus, but we don't even have it unlocked here. I can kill most of those, that's pretty good. Then our next night turn, we can finish those off. We should probably take those out, but those guys are also on our backline. High morale. I have another spell up. Who's going now? Knights, we could put some extra counter-attacking on them. But yeah, really easy fight for that early into the game. I don't know why they do that on Apocalyptic. First decent run I've actually had was the one earlier. Let's see. Had some more summon builds. Castle. I think this one had the flat HP thing I was talking about. It's actually fairly similar to the Necropolis build I did earlier, but it's a warrior hero. So he was easily able to get recruitment, so I could recruit even more skeletons and wights, and then +2 flat HP to them is just crazy, since they have like 6 HP by default there. 9 on the whites, super strong, combined with the extra damage with the Nightshade spells and all. But the enemy's not even a challenge for this build. In fact, I could just remove everything except the whites and just have a crazy stack of those for the lulz. Still win that with auto combats. Did I have the summon stuff here as well? Looks like he's blocking a lot of my spells. We have Shadow Army. Looks like that's the only summoner thing, but that'll still help us get started. We could rewind life to get some of those back as well. I don't think I had Thaumaturgy here, so it would have to be just this then. We'll just let them come to us. Ooh yeah, give me more weights. Look at that white power. And then we Shadow Army. That guy does do a lot of damage though, wow. Even more Shadow Army. So you have chosen death. Let's see, anything else cool? I had a dungeon run here that was decent. I actually tried very hard to get one of the hero subclasses here, but I was unfortunately one skill off from getting it. I think I ended up going like 3 levels without seeing anything there, but I was one off of getting the 100% spell power. That would have been pretty cool. But dungeon's one of my favorites. The dragons are so cool. You can show off some of their alternate attack modes. So I think the hero was over there at that one. So we can... Town portal there. I have a bit of dust as well if I want to upgrade anything. Huh, we actually lose that on auto combats. And see, dragons are immune to magic. Does that include your own spells? I forget. One interesting thing about dungeon is you actually get these stances you can swap between. So we can go up to 47 spell power there before we cast some buffing spells. And then we can probably give our dude some big stats. Blessing's quite good. Fairly cheap, we'll probably want to use that later. One thing that does suck though is if you add double strike to your creatures from an outside source, it actually doesn't work with the modified attacks, but honestly that might be kind of OP. We could probably just toss like a Circle of Winter as well, since I have some decent spell power here. Oops. Circle of Winter. And then Blessing. And then the dragon can swap to Cone Stance. And just blast 5 of them on the first turn. Pretty insane. Hydra's gonna take a while to get across the map. These guys can swap to hitting 2 units with every attack. The guy's about to go, and then the Lightweaver. This guy can teleport back after he attacks, so he has to get closer. This guy has like a line cleaving attack. High morale, we can cleave those 2 if I want to. So like over here. Medusa can do a rain of arrows, which is quite nice for a ranged attacker. We can toss that onto those 3. Troglodytes, kind of trash, don't have that many of them anyways. Then back to the dragon. Oh, we can do this for more attack now, probably. Oh, I can actually use 2 more spells and then swap over to attack, which is kind of nice. So we could do, like, reduce damage taken. Or actually, something funny I could do is Apocalypse, which is absolutely nuts and hits your own units. Let's put some Carapace onto the Medusas. And then attack. And then we'll go with our units first. The Inquisitors will probably be around for a bit. We can put some Thorns on the Dragon. And then do like a line attack between these 2. And then this might make me lose the fight, but it's going to be hilarious, so I'll probably do it anyways. But this is one of the highest tier damage spells in the game. Where is it? Oh, did I not even have it? I guess I learned it one time before the fight. Oh, I don't even have Apocalypse, dang. But it does massive damage, including your own units. Yeah, I guess I don't have it here. Oh well. Chain Lightning actually hits your own units as well, I think. Send Fangs is not bad. Dang it, I really wanted to Apocalypse my own units there. Let's have him go over there. Then the Minotaur can cleave them again. And again! Medusa can actually slither away and then do an AoE attack on those guys. Then Trog can stab him a bit. Dragon, we actually can cone attack and hit some of those guys over there, I think. Yeah, barely. And then the Thorns does extra when she retaliates there. Bouncing glaives. Minotaur, can't really cleave anything now. Medusa, that guy will hit the Trogs probably. We'll just spit at it a bit. Then we have the dragon. That would hit my own Hydra now, so I won't do that anymore. We'll just go on the angel, he's pretty scary. Do some spell power and then just blast them with some stone fangs. And do we have anything else? Magic arrow, why not? Alright, let me redo that fight and learn Apocalypse before, because it's hilarious and probably going to kill my own team at the same time. And it's kind of like the ultimate destructive magic. Armageddon, that's what it is. Town portal. You only YOLO once. My entire Trog stack died. Almost everything on my side is already dead. Worth. What'd I do after that? Oh, I should have airbase first, maybe? Can you put that on the dragons? Doesn't look like it. So yeah, I guess they are immune to your friendly spells as well. Interesting. Hydras, finish them off. Cleave those two. Do a bit of AoE over there. Thorns. And I guess spell power and hit those two with the cone attack. And then we carapace, I guess, the Hydra and Armageddon for the lulz. It's a new turn, it looks like. I think I have just enough mana for one more Armageddon. I think the Inquisitors will still be alive. The dragons will definitely die, but they'll get a bunch of turns. Spell power YOLO. Dang, I wanted to tie them with another Armageddon cast. But yeah, there's some of my builds plus 2 full runs. Pretty fun game so far. Apparently it's at over 1 million wishlists on Steam, which is absolutely insane. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Or will I?